Why can't anybody just be honest? They're waiting for Chrissy Teigen to get plastic surgery and end up Jackie O so that they can be roommates and make musicals together. Let's just be real.
Okay.
He'd rather spend time with John Legend than any of these bitches.
Janifer Hudson's life reads like a story of survival. Heartbreak that could break anyone came at her early and often. Just as she dared to trust again, love with Common fell apart. He promised forever, growth, and healing. But even the sweetest words can leave the deepest scars. Behind the smiles and spotlights, the truth about pain, fear, and betrayal is coming out. Janifer's strength isn't new. Before fame, before awards, tragedy struck. In 2008, she lost her mother, brother, and nephew in a violent tragedy. She rose from that sorrow, becoming a Grammy-winning singer, Oscar-winning actress, and icon. Then came David Otunga. Love that seemed real at first, but turned toxic. Emotional abuse, jealousy, control. Janifer had to protect herself and her son from a relationship that became unsafe.
Of all time, and just this pure artist, man. Like, she's a special artist, but then to have someone who, most importantly, when it comes to relationship, it's just like, it's like equal yoke. Y'all can.
Here at that place, we like to respect people's privacy, so I'm not gonna ask you too many more questions about that. Yeah. But you know, everybody wanna know, so I had to, Ms. Hudson had to get into that thing.
We keep it private, but I wanna acknowledge how wonderful she is, how great she is, so that's good.
Yes, yeah. I feel that same way about my partner.
Janifer Hudson carried her trauma in silence, while the world only saw headlines. Still, she showed up every day. Work, interviews, life, because survival is her nature. So when whispers emerged that she and Common were more than co-stars, hope sparked. This time, maybe love could be different. Maybe someone could match her healing, her wisdom, her heart. Her smile around Common wasn't loud. It was tender, cautious, like trust being tested again. Common had the charm, the spirituality, the depth, meditation, therapy, conscious lyrics. But patterns can't lie. Serena Williams, Taraji P. Henson, Erykah Badu, Angela Rye, Tiffany Haddish, Ava DuVernay, all
partnership, the life partnership, just the connection. Byron, to have somebody who's as talented and just soulful and like gifted and can do all these different things and is one of the greatest vocalists. I'm very grateful. I thank God each and every day, and I'm just letting God guide this relationship.
Because God is in it, right?
God is in it.
That's right. Yeah. Listen. Okay, this is the happy place. And we
speak on it.
She the one you say.
Speak on it.
I heard that.
Speak on it.
Fans grew tired of wondering why Common's relationships ended. They wanted answers. In a rare, candid interview, he admitted to love addiction, craving the thrill at the start of romance. Butterflies, passion, the feeling of being adored. Once it faded, he left. He said he was working on it, in therapy, trying to change. But growth isn't measured in interviews. It's measured in the lives you impact along the way. By the time he met Janifer Hudson, his history was long and clear. He was charming, spiritual, romantic, but commitment was missing. So when Janifer and Common were seen together on Breathe, fans were torn between excitement and concern. Could she be the exception? Could she change a man with a pattern? For a while, the connection felt real. Playful glances, subtle closeness, proof that sparks can't be faked on screen.
Be the type of person that never really settles with somebody. Maybe he's like he's like a bee going from flower to flower to flower.
But I mean, I just wish Lonnie would tell the truth, be bisexual.
Red carpets, interviews, and quiet nights out in Chicago and New York finally made people pay attention. This wasn't another Hollywood spectacle or a repeat of Common's past whirlwind romances. It was two adults with battle scars, choosing calm over chaos. No flashy posts, no social media theater, just an authentic connection emerging for all to see. Common spoke openly, calling the relationship a blessing, meaningful, and grounded in growth and healing. Janifer wasn't performing. She was present, safe, finally able to breathe after years of grief and betrayal. Friends said she seemed lighter, calmer, happier. For once, it appeared Janifer Hudson had found a love that matched her strength, honored her peace, and proved that even in Hollywood, something real could exist quietly, without scandal or spectacle. The love that seems safest can sometimes fracture without warning. At first, it was subtle. A missed event, a distant smile, the quiet absence of shared moments. Fans noticed. Red carpet appearances thinned. Late-night dinners disappeared. Playful chemistry vanished. Common appeared alone more often, and whispers began. Rumors of him being flirty, too close with someone else. Initially dismissed as charm, the murmurs grew louder. Insiders revealed offhand remarks about Janifer Hudson, words once unthinkable from a man who had called her a blessing, now passive and dismissive. What seemed small felt like distance. And distance in love, especially between two people who once mirrored each other, can be devastating.
Very happy. Are you happy in your relationship?
Yes, this relationship is a happy place for me. It's like
I love that you use the word happy place.
no, but seriously, it's like for me, it's one of those things where I found where I can. Seeing her happy actually makes me real.
The moment everything shifted came with a rumor that stunned even close friends. Common was planning to propose. Janifer Hudson quietly turned him down. No argument, no spectacle, just a firm decision. She wasn't ready to risk her heart again. And in that pause, Common may have felt rejection. He thrives on intensity, the thrill of new love, but struggles with depth and patience. Janifer's hesitation wasn't lack of care. It was survival. To understand, you have to see what she endured. In 2008, her mother, brother, and young nephew were brutally murdered, a loss that reshaped her life. She came back strong, but with walls. Later, David Otunga seemed like stability, yet beneath it was control. Janifer's past taught her caution, and sometimes protecting your heart means saying no. Janifer Hudson accused David Otunga of emotional abuse, claims of obsessive calls, jealousy, and using their son as leverage. She filed for a protective order, fearing for her safety. Legally, Otunga was cleared, but the emotional aftermath stayed with her. When Common entered her life, charming, spiritual, articulate, it was tempting to hope for safety again. Yet trauma lingers, and hesitation wasn't doubt of love, it was survival. The love Janifer needed demanded reliability, patience, and safety. Without it, leaving wasn't weakness, it was wisdom. In Hollywood, breakups often become spectacles, but Janifer Hudson and Common parted quietly. No headlines, no dramatic posts, just the silent end of what once seemed promising.
Speaking of EGOTs from the South Side, Janifer Hudson,
Yes.
your girlfriend, how special is that relationship to you?
Oh man, that relationship is one of the greatest blessings and most important things in my life, in my whole journey in life. The friendship,
Fans were left guessing. Were Janifer Hudson and Common keeping things private, or was there trouble behind the scenes? Weeks became months, public sightings vanished, and neither spoke. In Hollywood, silence is never neutral. For Janifer, it may have been a statement. She had endured heartbreak and loss before, and she didn't need to broadcast her pain. For Common, silence could have been respect, strategy, or image protection. Praise love publicly, let it quietly die. And patterns emerge. Their once grounded, promising relationship ended without explanation. No goodbyes, no drama, just two people slowly drifting apart. And that quiet only made the questions louder. By now, the public noticed. He went solo to events, she had disappeared. The interviews stopped. Instagram captions became cryptic. Janifer Hudson stayed silent. No posts, no explanations, just strategy. She'd seen love turn toxic, trust become trauma, and she refused to repeat it. When Common allegedly spoke of proposals and long-term plans, Janifer stepped back. Not lack of love, but protection of her peace. Those close to her said the emotional volatility, the disappearing acts, the mismatch between words and actions felt familiar. She had survived worse. Love isn't just chemistry, it's safety and truth. Janifer left before losing herself, quietly, gracefully, unapologetically. Common may have felt rejection, but this was survival, not ego.
Found myself in what was called love addiction. Who my therapist broke it down was like that feeling of being like, oh, I'm in love, and this that honeymoon period that people call it. I was addicted to that.
Janifer Hudson was rising, unstoppable. Her talk show thrived, music legacy solid, acting career strong, her presence commanding every stage. Common, once a spiritual rap icon, was no longer the center of attention. His films underperformed, his music grew niche. Insiders say he noticed the imbalance. Janifer became the headline, the sought-after star, while he felt overshadowed, insecure. He skipped events, stopped celebrating her wins publicly, and quietly withdrew. A man who once spoke of growth couldn't celebrate her rise without questioning himself. Relationships don't always end with conflict. They decay in silence. For Janifer Hudson and Common, the truth may never be public. But one thing is clear. When one thrives and the other stalls, love can quietly fade. No tell-all, no viral podcast. Janifer Hudson and Common mastered something rare in the spotlight, disappearing without drama. That's what makes their story mesmerizing. Not the cheating rumors or commitment whispers, but the reality that even two people who want love can fall apart. Janifer may have been protecting herself, still healing. Common may have been chasing a self he hadn't fully found. Perhaps they both hoped it would work, but sometimes timing, courage, and alignment matter more than chemistry. The love ended quietly, leaving questions, whispers, and fragments of what once seemed perfect. And maybe that's the lesson. Even the strongest hearts can part silently, teaching us about love, fear, and the walls we build.